Hello everyone, I made the following video for the cryptocurrency market channel. I thought I would share it here, so enjoy. Hello everyone, this is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. It is an honor to be here on the cryptocurrency market channel. I thank Tai Zen and Leon Fu. This is my first show alone on their channel. Now, you can find my channel at disruptmeister.com. It will be linked to below. Make a new video every day. But let's talk about people to pay attention to in the cryptocurrency space. Who do you want to read and watch and listen to in the cryptocurrency space to get good knowledge about Bitcoin and altcoins, mostly Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is the dominant coin in the cryptocurrency space. So I'm going to share the people that I listen to and watch to and read, and I'm also going to tell you about the type of people to avoid listening to. There are certain people you don't want to listen, you want to run away from. And I won't name specific names, I'll just get into the generalizations. Anyway, so let's just jump right into this. A person who I love to listen to is Tone Vays. And again, we will give links to all of these people's important information, their pages, their podcasts, their blogs will be below this video. So who is Tone Vays? Tone Vays is in New York City. He used to be a trader of stocks and all of that kind of things. And he makes videos that deal with trading now with some of with gold and money, and then he'll get into his Bitcoin. He is known for being a Bitcoin maximalist. He doesn't really believe in any altcoins, which is, he gives good reasons. He likes to warn people about scams. And some people think he's a little overzealous with that he calls certain coins scams that aren't scams. But again, he's someone to definitely listen to. He has made some good predictions about the Bitcoin price. He is a smart guy, so consider listening to Tone Vays. So another person I like out there is Eric Voorhees. Eric Voorhees is the guy in charge of Shapeshift.io. Shapeshift.io is you can easily change your all sorts of altcoins and cryptocurrency into Bitcoin or other altcoins. There's a fee, but Eric, he's into altcoins and giving people the opportunity to diversify their holdings if they like that kind of thing. I'm not saying to do that, but anyway, he has some interesting writings out there too. He is leans toward the anarcho-capitalism side of the cryptocurrency world. And so Eric Voorhees is definitely a guy to pay attention to. He's got a Twitter feed out there. That's a good one. All right, Trace Mayer. Trace Mayer is an early adopter of Bitcoin, a really smart guy, a lot of technical knowledge of Bitcoin. Sometimes it gets a little confusing. He gets into some conspiracy theories sometimes. If that's your thing, whatever. It's not my thing. He talks mostly about Bitcoin. He's very bullish about Bitcoin. If you want to be reassured about the price of Bitcoin, Trace is a guy to listen to. And by the way, Tone, who I mentioned before, he's not always bullish with Bitcoin. So he's bearish also. So, but going back to Trace Mayer, got a Twitter feed. He's got the Bitcoin Knowledge podcast. He has some very interesting guests on. Big names. And we'll link to the Bitcoin. It's bitcoin.kn, I believe, is the link. We'll link to that below. And if I'm wrong, then we'll give the correct one. So Trace Mayer has had the legendary Andreas Antonopoulos on before. And so let's talk about Andreas Antonopoulos. Now, he's a genius, basically. He tours the world talking about Bitcoin at conferences. A great speaker, an inspirational speaker. He has his own channel out there. But a lot of people all over the place have uploaded his videos. His name is complicated. It's hard to spell and hard to pronounce. But if you write in any version of it spelled wrong, you'll find him out there. But we will link to Andreas Antonopoulos' information below. He does talk about Ethereum, sometimes in other altcoins. He doesn't discriminate. But he will call something a scam when it's definitely a scam. He tries to be very friendly. He's very welcoming. And that's a good approach. Going back to Tone again, I don't want to pick on Tone, but he's from New York City. He's from Brooklyn. So he can be harsh. So Andreas is the opposite. He's from Greece originally, and he's very friendly. And all these other guys I mentioned, Trace and Eric are friendly guys also. So then Vinnie Lingham, he's from South Africa originally. Vinnie Lingham from where is he? In Durban in South Africa. He's now in San Francisco. He is a great entrepreneur. He started all sorts of companies. He could be a little hard on people. He's quick. He's been bullish with Bitcoin right now. He's been bearish before. He doesn't care about speaking thoughts that are going to get people angry and say you're wrong. He doesn't care about being called wrong. He has made some interesting calls with Bitcoin lately, and people are really into listening to him. And they're logical calls. He uses his brain. He's a smart guy. Vinnie Lingham, smart guy. His blog is legendary. He's calling for the end of this year to be Bitcoin to be around $2,000 or $3,000. He doesn't like altcoins. So you might not like that about him. Some people might not like that about him. But again, this is, you got to mix and match who you listen to here. Get different opinions, even people who offend you. So, Vinny also got into some. He just has some great thoughts about how eventually governments will start buying up Bitcoin and get into a competition that will drive up the price. I thought that was one of my favorite things that he's ever said. Anyway, then we have a Tour de Meester. He's got a great Twitter feed. Follow it. He's kind of like an educational guy almost. A very, someone you'd hear in the university system. It's like listening to a professor of Bitcoin, Tour de Meester. So he's a smart guy. That's basically what I can say. I like his Twitter feed. He retweets some good things also out there. He's an academic. That's what I meant to say. And finally, going back to South Africa, Laurian Gamarov. He is like the Roger Ver. And maybe we should talk about Roger. He's like the Roger Ver of South Africa. So Roger Ver is a guy who spread the word about Bitcoin. He was giving away free Bitcoin to people in the early days. So Laurian did that in South Africa and became very well known in South Africa. So he's like the most popular Bitcoin guy in South Africa, and Roger Ver at one time was probably the most popular Bitcoin guy in the United States. Laurian, it's hard to find clips of him. His internet presence is what's out there. He's going to be on my show actually later today, so you can check out some videos of him on my channel. But Laurian is a kind spreader of the word in South Africa. If you're in South Africa, if you're outside the country, Laurian is a good guy to follow and to know about because he might be coming to your country. And if you're in Africa, if you want the African perspective, because there's a lot going on with Africa and Bitcoin, a lot of potential, I should say. There's not a lot going on per se. There's a lot of potential. I was on the ground there for a while, a few months ago. For about 2 months I was there. And Laurian is a star there. So if you want to get some insight into the African aspect of it. So Roger Ver, I wasn't even going to talk about Roger Ver. Again, good. Was really into promoting Bitcoin. Now he is against segregated witness. He wants the blocks to be larger. That's a really technical subject there. And so I'm not going to get into that argument. But so he is annoying some Bitcoin people with his thoughts now. So if you want to hear that kind of thing, it's a different opinion. People are wondering if he's sabotaging Bitcoin. Roger Ver, there's another guy out there to listen to. And again, I do not agree with a lot of what Roger Ver has to say. But hey, there's a shot. So, but he is, I don't think he's trying to do horrific harm. He's not trying to rip you off, at least. You'll learn some things from him. He's in charge of Bitcoin.com, which is a good site. All right, so we've gone over who to listen to. Let's talk about the type of people you should avoid. There are people all over the space that are just promoting cloud mining, and cloud mining is like 99% scam, okay? They're trying to rip you off. Avoid Mining is something that, of Bitcoin at least, mining of Bitcoin involves a lot of equipment, owning a warehouse in China, employing people. Do you know how to do that? No. Why would you? So if you hear about this cloud mining thing where they ask you to give them Bitcoin and then they give you more Bitcoin back eventually, if you have Bitcoin, I guess the basic thing I'm trying to say is, why don't get involved in investments with Bitcoin. Just hold your Bitcoin. It's a lot simpler, a lot safer, because there's so many people trying to rip you off. So try to avoid people who are asking you for Bitcoin in return for more Bitcoin. So they're saying, give me Bitcoin, I'll give you more Bitcoin eventually. Avoid those type of people. Avoid those type of people. So avoid the word mining as much as possible in Bitcoin. Okay? Multi-level marketing stuff, avoid in Bitcoin. Avoid. Again, just hold your Bitcoin. It's a scam, most likely. Investment schemes with Bitcoin. I mean, I'm repeating myself. Avoid. But a lot of people don't know this. Now, finally, there are people from other countries who get into Bitcoin because of something called the MMM. And MMM is a Ponzi scheme. That's all it is. So if you encounter something called MMM, I don't even know what MMM stands for anymore. It is 100% Ponzi scheme, 100% scam. It will leave a bad taste in your mouth. And tell your friends to watch this video that I just made so they can avoid those things that I was just talking about avoiding. You know, the people I told you to listen to, it's great to listen to them, but it's really important to know what to avoid. I mean, so you got to balance it out. I have to give you the positive and the negative. So again, I'm Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. It's great to be here on the cryptocurrency channel here. It is to cryptocurrency market channel, excuse me. And you can find me at disruptmeister.com. Leave comments below, and I will try to answer them. We all will. Take care.